When asked for his reaction to Donald Trump's choice of Matt Gaetz as the U.S. Attorney General, one Republican representative said, "Are you shitting me?" He simply said, "Are you shitting me?" That came from Representative Mike Simpson, a Republican from Idaho, and that reaction is not only justified but shared by many Republicans across the spectrum. Even the MAGA loyalists were surprised by this pick, even though they'll vote in favor of him, but the moderate Republicans were the ones truly taken aback because Matt Gaetz doesn't quite have the best reputation around the Senate or around the House, as we will prove throughout this video. For example, Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin said about a year ago about Matt Gaetz that he used to brag about crushing up ED pills and then chasing it with energy drinks. Take a listen to this.
You got to think about this guy. This is a guy that the media didn't give a time of day to after he was accused of sleeping with an underage girl. And there's a reason why no one in the conference came and defended him, because we had all seen the videos he was showing on the House floor that all of us had walked away of the girls that he had slept with. He'd brag about how he would crush ED medicine and chase it with an energy drink so he could go all night. This is obviously before he got married. And so when that accusation came out, no one defended him, and then no one on the media would give him a time of the day. All of a sudden he found fame because he opposed the Speaker of the House back in November. And he's always stayed there, and he's not.
So Matt Gaetz is an opportunist, but you can say the same thing about the rest of the Republicans, because Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin, who said this a year ago, said today, "Matt Gaetz and I, no question we have our differences. I completely trust President Trump's decision-making on this one, but he's got to come to Congress and sell himself." So even Markwayne Mullin is now open to appointing the dude who he says used to brag about women he was sleeping with and show videos of them and brag about snorting ED pills. I mean, this dude is literally stuck in college. It reminds me of in high school when I used to show my friends pictures of girls that I had a crush on, like, oh, I have a big crush on this girl or whatever. Matt Gaetz is doing that in Congress about ED pills and energy drinks. It's insane. Now, the question from here is, can Gaetz even make it through Senate confirmation? And the better question might be, does Trump even need Senate confirmation? Well, journalist Yashar Ali thinks that Gaetz is a sacrificial lamb. He says that Susan Collins is going to be a no. Lisa Murkowski says she doesn't even consider Gaetz a serious candidate. So this dude thinks that Trump is putting Gaetz out there so that Congress purposefully says no. But the other option is coming from Ed Whelan. He said, "I hope this is wrong, but I'm hearing through the grapevine about this bonkers plan. Trump would adjourn both houses of Congress under Article 2, Section 3, and then appoint his cabinet. So appoint his cabinet through recess appointments while the Senate's not even in session." And somebody made a funny joke earlier saying, recess appointments, is that what Matt Gaetz calls his dates when he goes out with a girl? Get it, recess appointments? It's pretty dark. But Ed Whelan then said, as predicate for Trump's exercise of adjournment power, one house of Congress would seek other houses' consent to adjourn and be denied. So the Speaker of the House would then need to be complicit in the evisceration of the Senate's advice and consent role. Ed Whelan then pleads and says House Speaker Mike Johnson needs to say no to this right away. Oh, dude. Oh, honey. That's not happening. Mike Johnson is gone. All of the Republicans are gone. But this brings us on to some of the reactions we got today. Now, from the same people that brought you the Republican cope of Jackson Hinkle saying, total MAGA betrayal. Trump's cabinet members should be in prison, not in the White House. And this was him learning that Marco Rubio is going to be appointed in a key position rather than Vivek Ramaswamy. From the people that brought this to you, we now have a new strain of Republican cope. And it's not super far right people like Jackson Hinkle. It's actually moderate Republicans on the conservative subreddit embarrassed about the Matt Gaetz pick of Attorney General. So for a little bit of context, on the website Reddit, there are different communities that you can go in, and one is called Conservative. There is a community made for a bunch of conservative people to come in there and talk about this. This person, who labels himself a moderate conservative, said in response to Trump tapping Matt Gaetz for AG, "What? Sorry, but this is bad. Like, embarrassingly bad." And this got 100 likes. Somebody responded, "Yeah, this is literally the worst pick I could have possibly thought of." The next person says, "His worst pick yet, in my opinion. Not a fan of Matt. He is a lapdog and a hardliner." The next person says, "Agreed. This seems to be a response to people saying Biden should make Kamala the president to screw with Trump. Except Trump outright trolls them, but this pick is not right for the country." Really? That's your takeaway for this? This isn't a troll. This is a degradation of America. The next person says, I agree this is a bad tap. If the goal is to just piss off the liberals, it's a win. But if the goal is to have a great AG that everyone can trust, it's a total failure. What happens when even conservatives are saying this is a mess? We've got more. We've got more conservative cope to read from. Someone said madness and stupidity. Someone said, yeah, this one seems to be pretty off, man. I don't get this one. So many other better choices. Someone said, this should receive as much criticism as the Thune pick for different reasons. I guess Trump got tired of winning, says the next person. And you know, I made a joke many times a few months back that Rudy Giuliani would be the Attorney General. Do you want Rudy Giuliani as the AG? But Lord have mercy, I could have never guessed the reality that we would be entering. At least we get to watch the conservatives realize what they voted for. We get to watch Jackson Hinkle tweet out, total, MAGA, betrayal. Representative Mike Simpson, as I said, are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Mark-Wayne Mullen is not a fan of Matt Gaetz, and Republican Senator Tillis on Matt Gaetz said, quote, it's going to take a lot of work to get to 50, meaning 50 yes votes. So even a lot of Republican senators are saying this is going to be rough, which leads me to wonder, did Trump appoint Matt Gaetz knowing that Gaetz would get denied as a part of a longer play to maybe make his later picks seem less extreme? Who knows? I don't give Trump that much foresight. But here's Senator Mark Warner's reaction to Matt Gaetz being chosen. You can see his reaction live on air, and he says, wow. He literally says, wow.
Matt Gaetz for Attorney General.
Wow.
Wow.
I wonder, I don't know, Mr. Gaetz. Again, he'll go through the process, but I kind of wonder whether he could actually get confirmed even by the House Republican Conference based upon at least the stories for the last couple of years.
Okay, so he just said it outright right there. I wonder if he can even get confirmed by the House, by the Republicans. By the Republicans, based on the stories of sexual trafficking, yeah.
So how do you feel about even going the recess appointment route that obviously Donald Trump favors to expedite days? How do you think that would go even for him?
When we're talking with something as important as the Attorney General, I think, the Senate deserves to go through that advise and consent process. I think Mr. Gaetz, I'm not going to weigh in until I get a chance to meet or hear how he presents. But the idea that you're going to somehow, change the rules to drop somebody in on a recess basis, I think undermines the position. And
B.W. Carlin said Matt Gaetz is going to be the absolute man at whatever high school party he's going to this weekend. And someone responded with the gif of the liberal crying back in 2016. But let me tell you, that person was totally justified. That person was beyond justified. And let me leave you with this video of Matt Gaetz saying that we should abolish the VA completely.
Like, here is my question to the group. Is it savable? I mean, why not abolish the VA, take all of the money that we are otherwise spending and go to any willing provider system within our communities, and then if people get bad care, they can vote with their feet, and you don't have a two-tier system of health care in this country.
We're about to see if Matt Gaetz's radical ideas actually get confirmed through the Senate. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe to continue getting breaking news updates. I love you guys, and peace out.